just to be very clear, there's no evidence of what you're saying.
Listen to me. Listen to me.
Let's talk
There's
about Todd
tremendous
Blanche.
evidence. There's nothing but evidence.
The
election was rigged.
The online voter registration system, it seems to be an honor system. Anybody can put information in there to register to vote. All you have to do is click a box and say that you're not lying.
I've said this before, so I'll repeat it. I don't anticipate this need to be the case, but there is a break the glass scenario, and there's many people that have a deep understanding of what it would look like.
How corrupt are we going to allow a governor and a legislature to be that they are now passing laws to stop people from finding fraud, to stop people from investigating election fraud? This is the most crazy thing I have ever seen.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. We have a lot to get into today, so let's start with President Trump. He goes on Meet the Press and talks about the fraud going on in California, and I'm sure you're not going to be surprised what the mainstream media response is. This is why they're called the fake news.
Listen to me.
Let's talk
There's
about Todd
tremendous evidence. There's nothing but evidence. The election was
in a court of
rigged.
law.
It was a dirty election.
Mr.
And it's
President,
happening again right now in California.
Presented evidence
It's happening
that the
right now in
2020 election
California.
was rigged.
Right now, it's look at what's
Where's
happening
the
in
evidence
California.
to that?
It's
The
4
Republicans
days.
are doing well in
California. No, they're not. They're dropping fast because it's a rigged election. Let me tell you, it's 4 days, and they aren't even close to coming up with it. You know why they're doing that? Because they're cheating on the election.
Do you have evidence to support
All I have to do is look.
And this is what we can't stand about the fake media. Trump, he is making some good points. And instead of Meet the Press, listening to what he's asking, they're defending what the Democrats are doing in California. He's like, it takes 5 days. Why does it take that long? She's, oh, that's how they do it. That's how they... Like, are you reporting the news, Meet the Press, or are you defending the Democrats? Because to me, this is what it sounds like, and this is exactly what President Trump is talking about when he is saying he got 94% of negative press.
All I have to do is look.
Not
and
evidence.
I listen to people, and let's see what happens.
But sir, that's not evidence.
Do you think it's appropriate?
That's how they count the votes in
Do you think it's
California.
appropriate that they have an election and 5 days later they're nowhere close to picking a
State
winner?
and local officials acknowledge they are slow. They're urging.
No, they're crooked.
They're urging
They're
the
crooked.
votes to be counted quickly. That's how they vote
They're
in
crooked,
California.
just like you're crooked. Your press is crooked, and Meet the Press is crooked.
To be fair, I'm not crooked, but let's
Really?
Let's
Well, you
continue.
play right into their hands. And
Let's continue.
You're either crooked or you're stupid. You play
continue.
right into their hands with this rap. You know that these elections are rigged. Your network knows that they're rigged. You know that I won an election in a landslide, and I got 94% bad press.
But Mr. President,
you know why I
you've
got
never
that?
presented
Because you have no
evidence.
credibility.
But you've never presented evidence that it was rigged. Let's keep talking about. I want to talk about Todd.
You
Blanche.
have more evidence. There's more evidence than ever presented.
Let's talk
Your
about
elections in this country. We're like a third world country.
But, sir,
your elections are crooked, and you're crooked, and Meet the Press is crooked,
Mr.
and so is ABC and CBS and CNN.
But, Mr. President,
You're one-sided crooked networks. All right, let's call it quits because I've had enough. Thank you, darling. Have a good time.
Mr. President, let's please. I traveled all the way to Wisconsin.
I've sat in the rain with you.
I know. I
sat in the
traveled
rain
all the
with
way
you
to
for an hour,
Wisconsin.
on and off in the rain, and I've given you enough time. You ought to straighten out your press because you know what?
Mr. President,
a country can never be great with a dishonest press.
We
Come on, let's
traveled
go.
all the way to Wisconsin for this interview.
Yeah, so you see, President Trump's right. The mainstream media, Meet the Press, they're not looking for answers. They're just talking about the solutions they've been given. They're not questioning why it's taking so long. They're not questioning why they always are putting these new laws into place. It's always about defending what they do. Trump, like I said, guys, Trump is right when he said that 94% of the coverage is negative. I'm sure if you watch this on liberal media, they're going to talk about Trump instead of the other way around, instead of questioning, well, wait a second, why does it take so long? You know what I'm saying? Why does it take so long? Why are there so many rules? And then Meet the Press wants to say that there's no evidence, show us the evidence, but they won't even listen to the local sheriff.
The way the voting system is structured, we see quite a few flaws. You're able to register even if and cast a vote if you don't live in the country, as evident of his brother in Pakistan. And I think we have some evidence of 2 or 3 other people out of the country that voted. Is that correct?
Yeah, approximately 2 or 3 other people out of the country as well.
This is California, guys.
Okay. The online voter registration system, it seems to be an honor system. Anybody can put information in there to register to vote. All you have to do is click a box and say that you're not lying, and then you'll get an email from the Secretary of State or something in the mail saying, thank you for registering to vote.
Can you believe that, guys? Can you believe that?
Anytime an election comes around, guess what? You get mailed a ballot, right? You get mailed something to vote. So we found that a little bit problematic.
Yes, so there you go, Meet the Press. If you want some evidence, why don't you listen to the local law enforcement who is literally telling you there is something going on in these elections. It sounds like they even have evidence of somebody in Pakistan voting in the elections of California. So this idea that there's no fraud, like, come on. We know there is, and we know we're going to get to the bottom of it. Like, for instance, what did Gavin Newsom mean when he said break the glass scenario?
But you've spoken about accountability. Do you think Democrats will hold you accountable for standing by this principled neutrality by withholding your endorsement in this non-possible scenario where 2 Republicans take the ticket?
I do not see that scenario taking place. I've said this before, so I'll repeat it. I don't anticipate this need to be the case, but there is a break the glass scenario, and there's many people that have a deep understanding of what it would look like if Democrats were locked out, and we're going to do everything to make sure that doesn't happen. I'll leave it at that.
All right, again, Meet the Press. You literally asked, where's the evidence? But you're not even listening to the people you're defending. Gavin Newsom just said that they have a break the glass scenario, which, ladies and gentlemen, brings me to this bill that was passed May 27, 2026, 6 days before the primary election. Look at what Bill SB73 does. The number one thing, it prohibits votes by mail observers from challenging a signature on a ballot return envelope. Why would you need to pass a law that does just that if everybody's playing by the rules? Look at number 2. Prohibits peace officers, including federal agents, from interfering with the election administration or disrupting election workers. That's very interesting, guys. You let me know what you think about this bill that was passed May 27th. What's number 3 say? Bars unauthorized access to voter rolls, voter lists, or certified voting technology without a court order. Here is the evidence we've been looking for. Number 3 may be one of the most important because it says it bars unauthorized access to voter rolls, voter lists, or certified voting technology without a court order. But as we know, California is run by all Democrats. The entire state is blue. So a court is never going to actually allow this to happen. Number 4 requires the Attorney General to issue guidance to counties on responding to law enforcement requests for access to ballot areas. And number 5, it allows the Secretary of State or Attorney General to object to armed or ununiformed personnel at polling places, even if locally authorized, making their presence a crime in that case. So the question I have for you guys is, what exactly was the point of passing SB 73 6 days before the primary election? As we clearly saw from beginning to end, there are things that need to be explained in California, but unfortunately, because California is 100% ran by the Democrats, they put rules into place that stops the process of investigating whether there's fraud or not. They rigged the rules, guys. That's what I see. That's what I'm seeing. You let me know what you think down below, guys. Go ahead and leave a comment. What do you think about what the sheriff was saying? And Gavin Newsom with his break the glass plan. Do you think SB 73 was part of that plan? So with that said, guys, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next episode, and leave a comment down below. Now, I'm a busy father and husband, but I do take the time to go through, read the comments, and reply. So that's the end of this episode. Thank you for watching, and as always, God bless you, and God bless the USA.